Well, man. This game was something else. Yes, I'm wearing my Arsenal kit because I'm an Arsenal fan and I was watching that boring ass Arsenal match. But I was watching the Bayern Munich game in the first half where most of the goals came through, most of the goalkeeping errors were. In this match, there's a lot to talk about, starting from Manuel Neuer. I think after this season, obviously, it's time to hang up your boots, my guy. I don't think your knees are oiled enough for you to move because that second goal, specifically that second goal, the way you couldn't just parry that ball away from the goal, like my mind was flabbergasted, if that's a real word. Like I couldn't believe what Neuer was doing today in that goal, especially the first 20 seconds or 26 seconds, whatever that was. Terrible, terrible pass. You went straight to Guler. Guler one time that shit. He's like, "Thank you for the pass, boy. Thank you for the pass." And then Guler scored again on that free kick. He scored again, again. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, "Is Neuer about to throw this game for Bayern today? Is this gonna be Manuel Neuer's last Champions League match?" And it's all down to him. I was about to say. But thankfully, after the first goal, after Arda Güler scored the first goal, what's it called? Bayern did come back with poor goalkeeping by the other goalkeeper, the Real Madrid goalkeeper. I promise you, if Courtois was in goal, that goal was not going in there. If Courtois was in goal, Madrid was not conceding after 5 minutes of scoring their first goal. Let's be honest. Let us all be honest. Madrid was not going to concede that goal. Moving on to that free kick, that was a cheap ass dive. I don't remember who the was it. Brahim Diaz was in there. I can't remember who the player was, but that was such a cheap dive. But the ref fell for it. Like I didn't fully watch the entire match because obviously I was watching my team also play on the side. I don't know how the ref was overall, but the few things that I did see from the ref were a little bit questionable decisions, like that free kick that I was just saying. It was soft. It looked like a dive to me, but nonetheless, I do not think Manuel Neuer should be getting beat from there at all. Like I guess it just looks like Manuel Neuer can no longer move his feet fast enough. Maybe his knees are giving out. Something is there. Clearly, it's going to be Neuer's last season because people can see the decline already. I don't know if he's going to be fully retiring or if he's going to move on to another team, a lesser team, obviously, or if he's going to move into coaching. I don't really know. But PSG will be looking at PSG would have been looking at that match and seen the way Neuer was struggling to move, to pass the ball correctly in the first half. Second half, he improved, he calmed down a little bit. Now in the second half, as I said, I watched this match in the first half where most majority of the goals were. That second half, I was focusing more on Arsenal because it was still 0-0. Like at halftime, I had the game side by side. So I was looking over here and over here. So I did see the two goals that Bayern Munich scored at the end, but I'm jumping the gun here. I'm trying to actually remember the second goal. No, Bayern came back at 2-2 on the night. Yes, it was 2-2 on the night. And then I can't remember who scored. It was Luis Diaz. I think it was Luis Diaz who scored the second goal for Bayern, which made it 2-2. Then Bayern concede again to Mbappe. The way Mbappe just like ran through the Bayern defense to score that third goal for Real Madrid. The way he just ran past Upamecano, which on his day, Upamecano is a good defender, but Bayern Munich was playing a high ass line today. They were almost playing like Barcelona, man. That's a high line against counter attacking team is the worst thing you can do. So PSG was watching that high line that Bayern tried to play. PSG is gonna run past that shit. I think PSG is gonna run past that shit. Who knows though? Because both teams are good, even though in my opinion, I believe PSG is, a little bit stronger than Bayern, my opinion. But after scoring 3-2, we had a moment in the second half. It was around, well, actually, the 78th minute, I believe. Kamavinga gets his first yellow card. Now, I didn't personally see the first yellow card and have not looked at the highlight of the first yellow card, but I did see the second yellow card that led to a red for Kamavinga on the 86th minute. Now, I see the foul on Harry Kane, and I said, I don't think that foul is worthy of a second yellow card within the space, I believe, will be 8 minutes, because the first yellow card was in the 78th minute, and the second one was on the 86th minute. I don't think the referee gave Kamavinga the yellow card, the second yellow, because of the foul on Harry Kane. I believe he gave him the yellow card because he picked up the ball. I believe, if my memory is correct, he picked up the ball and kind of was walking away from it, stopping a quick free kick by the letter of the law or by the referee's mindset. Excuse me. I believe that's what happened. The referee saw him with the ball and technically stopping a quick free kick, which was the actual reason which he decided to give the second yellow card. But then I believe the referee pointed out you made a foul and you walked away with the ball, culminating into it being a second yellow card. In my opinion, it was harsh. He could have just talked to him, to be honest with you. He could have just gave him one last warning. But then again, after the first yellow card, I did not see what happened in between that, if the referee had already given him a warning or not. I did not see that. So I believe the referee should have just talked to Kamavinga and told him, don't make another foul or you will be on a second yellow card. That did not happen. The referee made the decision to give him a second yellow card. The Real Madrid players not happy with it, so on and so forth. And something else happened at the end of the match, which I will talk about in a few minutes. But we move on, and then we see a wonderful goal that took a deflection by Luis Diaz. I thought it was a nice goal, and then obviously I saw the highlight. Luis Diaz shot, goal. And once they scored that goal to make it 3-3 on the night, 5-4 on aggregate, I say, since Madrid is down to 10 men, the match is done. To be honest with you, the match is done. And to be honest, me, as an Arsenal fan, as a Madrid hater, I was expecting Madrid to lose today. I was hoping for them to lose, but Neuer was the one who almost gave me a heart attack today. Neuer almost gave me a heart attack with that first half performance. But nonetheless, Bayern managed to make it through. And Olise, who had, they actually, Bayern had a chance before the last Olise goal to make it 4-3. They had a chance with Luis Diaz. It was like, I think it was a 4v2. And then Luis Diaz just messed it up. But Bayern had one more chance. Kane passed it to what do you call it? Olise. Olise took his man on, which is what I would like from my wingers, my Arsenal wingers, to actually take the ball, take your wingers, cut inside, and at least shoot. At least shoot. That's what Arsenal wingers don't do. They don't do that shit. They just want to pass backwards. Anyway, we're not talking about Arsenal here. Olise, I think he might become a Ballon d'Or candidate. A lot of people are now seeing him as a very good winger, maybe even slightly better than what do you call it, Yamal. So he might have a chance this year, depending on how many trophies they win. Obviously, gotta keep himself fit for the rest of the season now. But that was just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful goal, almost have an upper 90. The way he just cuts in, quick cut in. He didn't even have to get like a super backlift to get like super power. Just place the ball far away from the goalkeeper. Elise post in finito. Game finished, the referee blew the whistle right away. And then the thing that happens with Real Madrid players every season when they get knocked out, they go surround the ref. Every season, Madrid does this. When they get knocked out, it's unfair. We gotta go surround the ref. This, that, and the other, shouting at the ref, doing this. Like, I hope they get charged for that. Because even though you might be unhappy with the refereeing decision mainly on the red, the second yellow card on Camavinga, which obviously you can say change the entire complexion of the match. I don't like the way Madrid players and coaching staffs usually act when they lose matches like these. And obviously there I did also I had to confirm that what do you call what's his name? Damn, what's his name? Another player from Madrid got a red card who was already off the field. I mean, he was already substituted, the goal scorer. Why is the name not clicking right now? The Turkish kid. But yeah, Arda Gula. I forgot his name for a second, but it looked like he got a red card, a straight red card. I don't know if it's gonna affect him from next season's campaign that he can't play the first few matches or something, but he's being aggressive towards the ref, and then the ref will say, you know what, here you get a red card too. It's just not good behavior from some of the Madrid players. Yes, you lost and you may feel that you were treated unfairly, but the way they just, I don't know, entitlement or ego, like I don't know what would you call it, but I never like when Real Madrid does that. And you could even see Vinny went up to the referee just shouting and screaming at the referee. Like I don't like that because that's how then like that behavior from Vinny is why people don't really want you to win the Ballon d'Or because they just don't see you as somebody who is, you know, you're not humble. You're not humble. You don't know how to take L's. Anyway, guys, please like the videos, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Please leave a comment down below. See you guys.